Hello and welcome to Always Tell Me the Odds, a Star Wars Unlimited podcast. And we're here for episode 45. And with me, as usual, is Marcus. How are you today, Marcus?
Hello, I'm doing well.
Nice.
Yes.
It's Monday.
Yes.
As
usual.
As usual, yeah.
Mostly
Well,
usual.
It feels more right to record on a Monday.
Yes,
It feels a bit off when we record another day.
Yeah,
so
it's weird.
it feels like we're back to normal again.
Yes.
I think last time we actually did record on a Sunday. I think
Yeah, that was weird.
yeah, it was very weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so episode 45.
Yes.
It's,
Growing the numbers.
stacking up. Yeah, it's stacking up.
Yeah.
That's fun. Doesn't
sure.
feel like 45 episodes, but well, I guess.
Still feels so new to this.
Yeah, it feels new to this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's
what
cool.
have you been up to in Star Wars Unlimited the last 2 weeks?
So, well, not too much because I have missed a lot of local plays and so because of life. So I haven't done very much, but we had a store showdown, which was nice. I don't think we talked about when was that? Was that last week? I think it was, right? Both of us.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah.
But it was store showdown. So we have had that
Yeah.
after we did last episode. But yeah, we had a store showdown.
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. We were 14 players, I think it was. And it was fun. I ended up at
That is correct.
7th
we did-
place or 6th place, I think. So I'm very happy with that. That is
So another top 8.
Yes,
Yeah, that's nice.
And it's by far my best performance so far. And we played 4 games, and all 4 of them I won 1 of them, and I lost 3 of them. But all 3 of those were very, very close. I could easily have won them. Actually, I won 2 and lost 2. Now when I think about it.
What did you play?
So I played Sabine Tarkentown. First of all,
You didn't play Sabine Tarkentown.
No, I did not. I play Sabe Tarkentown.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
that's better. That's better.
That's better. Yeah. So Sabe Tarkentown. I love that leader. It's a lot of fun to play. And I actually took the deck. I listened to the Nordic Takedown where a person called Milkman built that deck and won a PQ a couple of weeks ago with that. And he broke it down. And when I listened to that, I was like, I think is a deck that will fit me. So I tried it out a little bit, and I really enjoyed playing it. So I brought it to the store showdown and had a lot of fun with it. I started with going 2-0 against a Kylo Data Vault, I think it was. It was a fairly easy match for me. Then the second match, I ended up with Han 2 ECL against Alex, who is a really good player and with an insane deck. And I managed to I lost that one with 2-1. But the last game, if he would not have killed me on the turn he did, I would have won. And for me, that is like, okay, this deck is good. Because if you can go that good against the Han 2 ECL, it's a good deck, even when I have it. So yeah. And then I don't remember the 2 last games, to be honest. I think it was a Sabe Mirror and I don't remember the last one. But but I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a fun day.
Yeah, for sure. And
we did
played...
actually do 4 rounds of Swiss and a top 4.
Yeah.
Top 4, and that's kind of fun when you have the time to do that in a store showdown, I think, because it feels like even if you lose a game, you still have an opportunity to maybe win the tournament.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you just go like 4 rounds of Swiss, then if you lose a game, then you're not able to win anymore.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
So I really like it when you have the time.
It was fun.
So I brought my Emperor Palpatine cunning deck.
The plot that
I did the old Emperor Palpatine with the yellow base.
Yeah.
I felt like I really needed to get to play it at least one last tournament before he rotates out. Before he retires from Premier Play.
Yeah.
So
you have played that game. You have played that deck like modified now though, but since the game came out, since before organized plays and everything.
Yep. So I guess it's probably the combination, like the the Emperor Palpatine Yellow is probably the deck I've played the most in this game so far. It's really fun to play, and it's evolved quite a lot since the first. But it still has some of the main ingredients like sneak attack and the walkers. That's a good.
I hate those walkers when I play.
That's been in the deck since set one. So
Lisa's Crumb and the walkers in that deck is. I hate them.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Don't like it.
No, I can't remember how many times I've had you at like 28, 29, and then you start getting those out, and it's like, I can just give up because it's so much healing all the time.
That is
crazy.
Quite often you like turn the game around at 28, 29 damage on your base. So that makes it very fun to play because it's so intense. You're like, okay, will I lose now, or can I turn this around?
I remember that on my first PQ in Copenhagen, you played like every game you were up on 28, 29 and turned it around. It's stressful.
It's a fun deck. I went 3-1 in Swiss. I lost to a Yoda Data Vault, Emil, great player on a very good deck. I feel like it's usually quite an even matchup maybe, but he won 2-0. I didn't really have much to say about those games. Unfortunately, that happens sometimes.
And then Emil and Alex ended up in the final.
In the top, so I made it top. I made the top 4. So I did face Alex in the top 4. And he, as you said, was on Han 2 ECL. That's a tough. I feel like it's quite a tough matchup for Palpatine, but it's definitely winnable. We did go 1-1, so he took the first game, I took the second game. But then in the third game, I did not, with my mulligan, I did not draw a turn 1 play. And against a fast deck like that, you're like almost already lost the game right there and then, because my Palpatine deck, like against that deck, I really need to draw like my McClunkies and
the right cards,
the scenes, and to disrupt him from the start. So he won the last game quite easily. But it was fun games. And he did also then win against Emil against the Yoda in the final. So congratulations to Alex.
Big congratulations. He's a really good player. I very rarely win to him when we play in the locals. He's a very, very good player. But it was also crazy now when you said that you didn't get any 2-drop. That was actually, it started in the last game with him because I didn't draw any first turn drops, and I did a mulligan and I didn't draw any again. And then I draw 7 times I drew without taking a first drop. So in the coming 2 games, I couldn't play anything the first turn. It's crazy in a deck as Sabe Tarkington, where you have like, I think you have like 18 cards that I can play the first turn. It's insane.
That's shouldn't happen. But I mean, guess that's how card games work. You can, for sure.
But I still
end up doing it.
For sure. But I still happy with my placing in the top 8. So it's crazy. So I just like imagine if I would have.
I'm happy with my my result as well.
And also,
it's quite nice.
Yeah, for sure. You did really well, and also good that you ended up in the top 4 with the last time you played with that deck, or maybe the last time. So
probably in Premier play at least. Last time I played in a tournament, I guess.
And also a huge thank you to Niklas and the new store Spelgalaxen, because he arranged this and he is doing a lot for our local community right now, which I think is it's fun to see. So a big shout out to Spelgalaxen, who is doing a good job to grow the community and make us have fun.
So it's really nice to have someone who actually really cares about the game.
And I mean, he also
to do a lot of stuff for us players.
And he also helps like Riftbound and Gundam and Yu-Gi-Oh and One Piece and so on. But he has been a really like a new, and he put in some new energy into Star Wars Unlimited, which is really nice. So shout out to them.
But yeah, and I mean, I guess that's another thing you've been doing for a while. I mean, you've been a bit cheating on us a bit with another game.
Well, yeah, I started a little bit to play the Riftbound. I wouldn't say that I have started to play it because I built a deck. I tried it out. I bought some starter decks in Riftbound, and I joined in on one tournament, and I've been playing it like twice or so, and I like it. It's a fun game, and I really like the cards, but it's I mean, Star Wars Unlimited is light years like better as it comes to the game mechanics and so on. Star Wars is, I don't know. There is a reason why I start with TCGs, and it was Star Wars who dragged me in. I have played some Pokemon afterwards still playing some Pokemon with my daughter. Now I play Riftbound, and I have tried some others too, but I really don't like them as much as I do with Star Wars Unlimited. It is actually a really, really good game. I've been playing board games and pen and paper RPGs and all kind of games since I was like 6 years old. So it's like 40 years I've been playing games, and I have to say that Star Wars Unlimited is one of the better game mechanics I have encountered. May it be like figurine games or board games or whatever. It's I really, really enjoyed Star Wars Unlimited. They have made a tremendous job building that game, for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, it's always fun to try out new games and
for sure,
new things, and it's also good sometimes if you have a bit of a like. You're low on the game you're currently playing. Like if you're quite low on Star Wars Unlimited right now, you could try out some other games, and hopefully you like realize, as you say, that Star Wars is an amazing game. It's so good. So when you play other games, you start to want to play SWU again because it's a better game. Hopefully,
it makes me appreciate Star Wars Unlimited more. Not taking it as for granted as I maybe done before, maybe a little bit when I just play it all the time. But it's but also Riftbound is a new game, and it's impossible to get hold of cards. So you can't buy boosters anywhere. So I think it's kind of the same problem as Star Wars had in the beginning. I wasn't in there, but as I heard, and there were a lack of cards, and there is the same thing for Riftbound now. You can't get cards or you can't get boosters and stuff, and that also makes it's a little bit boring. But hey, but yeah. So, but it is nice, as you said, because it is a little bit, for me, it's a little bit of a slump now in Star Wars Unlimited, because I won't go into any tournaments like PQs or anything. We have the store showdowns. We have one more store showdown coming up in this set. But it's a little bit like a low time for me now. I'm kind of waiting for the rotation and then new set coming out, and it feels like a lot of people doing that. So we have said that like playing Twin Suns and stuff is fun now, and now I will try this out a little bit and so on. But it's So
I mean, I think that's the case for a lot of players right now. If you don't have maybe a PQ or a sector to look forward to in this set, then you're probably just waiting for the rotation, because it's going to be such a big changing in the game. So it's the same for me. As you said, we have another store showdown that I think I'm gonna try to attend, but that's more casual tournament. I don't really put that much time into what I'm gonna play there, or just gonna be the deck of the week that I'm having the most fun with. I think I'm gonna play there. So I think a lot of players in this game right now is like really waiting for March to show up sooner than later. And really looking forward to rotation. So I hopefully a lot of you guys do that as well, because I think it's going to be amazing. I hope it's going to be amazing, at least.
I think it will be amazing.
I think so. Today's topic is I think we're going to go through a bit if we have any special preparations for the rotation. So if there is a few tips maybe we can give you to get more prepared.
And also
not that much maybe.
And also, I can ask the listeners for tips, since this is my first rotations ever. I was like, what is going on? What happened?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So first of all, just if there is new listeners, rotate. What is the rotation? Quickly, it's just most TCGs have something like this. So when the next set releases, they will rotate out. You call it the set 1 to 3 from Premier Play. So in Premier Play, you won't be able to play with cards from set 1 to 3 when the next set releases, and then next year in March, set 4, 5, and 6 will rotate out, and so on and so on. Each year, three sets will rotate out. And you do this because you want to keep the meta fresh, and you want to make it easier for newer players to get into the game, because if you go a lot of years and you can play with all the cards, that is a lot of cards you need to get to get into Premier Play. And I mean, your old cards is not going to be useless. You can still use them in Twin Suns. They are going to start up a new format that they, what's that called now?
Eternal.
Again? You know,
Eternal.
Yeah, Eternal. Eternal. Yeah. So in the Eternal format, as far as we know, you're going to be able to play with all cards. Maybe they'll have a ban and restriction list there as well. Maybe. I hope so, but we'll see. Since this is the first time we have a rotation, we'll see how that goes. But and that's going to be a fun thing too.
Yeah,
I think people can go back and
for sure
and play with. I can go back and play with my Emperor Palpatine when I feel sad.
You miss him too much.
A new meta, when I miss him too much.
Yeah,
so.
That is the same thing with me with Yoda and Rey, actually. I want to use my Rey showcase now that I got.
And we love to play Twin Suns, and in Twin Suns you can still play all of the cards.
I didn't know that. I thought that was also the rotation was also for Twin Suns, but okay, so it's still.
So Twin Suns is going to be a huge format in the future. But the fun thing, good thing about that is that you don't really need to get all the cards to play Twin Suns. You can like almost take any 2 leaders and just take
for sure,
like 80 different cards that go with those leaders and play Twin Suns, and you can win games as much as a player who has all the cards, because that's such a different format.
I think I still play on the JTL deck. I haven't put in any new cards. I think it takes so much effort for me to build a new one. It's so many cards you need to sleeve and sort in and out. It's just such a hassle.
But it's really fun to make new Twin Suns.
It is
when you actually do it.
I actually started to make a new one that is a little bit silly, but I want to play it because it's also fun.
That's a fun thing about Twin Suns.
That is actually something we could talk about in the future a little bit more at Twin Suns things, because
sure. I think we're gonna get the opportunity, because they are releasing pre-made Twin Suns decks.
Oh yeah, that's true.
With the next set.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's I think that's a very good thing for the game.
Cool.
It's easy for a new player to just buy a Twin Suns deck and then
for sure
have a lot of fun, and then you can tweak it. So I think we can come back to the subject when those.
I think that's good that they do those pre-made decks, both for the Twin Suns, and they also have the Spotlight decks, because the Spotlight decks, we have tried some of them, you and me. They are also on YouTube when we play them against each other, and they're actually not that bad, some of them, and they are fun to play, and it's a very good step into the game, and you don't really need to switch out too many cards to have a decent deck. So I like it.
It's a good way.
It is.
Oh,
for sure.
If what kind of tips can we give for preparing for the rotation? I mean, my biggest one, I think, is how you sort your cards, and how you manage your cards in your collection. I think because this game has a rotation where 3 sets come like in a complete, comes like in a bundle, or stick together in a a type because they are rotating out together. So set 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, and so on. I actually sort my cards in boxes, and I sort them in these sets. So I have all my set 1, 2, 3 cards in two big like sorting boxes, and then I have my set 4, 5, and 6 cards in other boxes. So when rotation comes, I can just like put the lid on the set 1 to 3 cards and put them away. I'm not going to put them away completely because, as we said, there are other formats you can play them in, but it's going to be easier to go through your cards and find the cards, and you don't have to
sort through everything.
Sort through the set 1 and 3 cards, 1 to 3 cards when you're looking for cards. So that's I really think that's a good thing to do it. If you use binders, probably a good tip is to actually sort them by sets. So you have like your
binder
set
per set.
One in one. But because then it also makes it much easier when you, after rotation, when you're looking for cards. But because if you sort them like in all just the colors, all the cards into colors, so you have all the black blue cards in one binder. Then it's gonna be harder to extend, and you're gonna have to like go through all the cards every time you're looking for cards. And I think that's this game is as this game is built, that sorting by set or like set 1 to 3 and 4 to 6 is a good thing to do. I think that's my biggest tip for players.
You told me that tip some time ago, and I actually did that. I also sort them like per color, and then I sort them per set. So set 1, set 2, set 3, and so on. But now I've taken out set 1 to 3 and put that in one box, and I have 4 to 6 in one box. So now I can only use the 4 to 6 one and just put away the other ones. Because now when it's 6 sets active, it's a lot of cards to go through when you want to find a certain card for when you're building a deck or something. So it will be nice to like put those away, and you only have 3 sets left. Actually, now when you were talking, I was like, shit, my whole system will falter now, because now FFG will mix up all the colors. What will I do with the green-red cards? Where should I put them, on green or red, or make a new one? Or this will be horrible.
So I actually do it like I sort the cards in number order.
Same.
Because they have a like all the blue cards come first in the numbers, and then I think it's the green cards and the red cards and the white yellow cards, then the black cards, then the white cards, and then the colors. So I guess they're gonna sort the multicolor cards maybe before all of the like solo color cards, or we'll see how that ends up. But I think you can just keep on doing it like that.
I don't do it exactly like that, but because I have them in color, so for me it's first yellow, then red, then green, then blue, and then it's first the single color, so just the blues, and then that's the blue white, and then the blue black I have in another pile because I don't use them. So so we'll see, but I will figure out. But it's sorting out 1 to 3 and put those in a box that we can have somewhere else, so you can just use them for Twin Suns or whatever, but you don't have to go through them all the time when they rotate out. I think that is a very smart idea. So I actually took that from you, that tip, and did that. So I'm prepared when it comes to sorting for the new set and rotation. Good. So that is so that's a good thing for sure. I don't really have any more tips because I'm so new to this, I just want all the tips. But what I'm thinking a lot about is like what happens to my decks that I'm playing, and there will be so much fewer cards. I don't know. It's like, what is it? 250 cards per set. Is that true?
Yeah, right, about.
Yeah, so it's like exactly 750 cards that will rotate out or something. There's a lot of cards to rotate out that you can't use anymore. So it will be less cards to choose from when you build a deck. which might also be good though.
I guess that's another tip. If you have a lot of decks put together, maybe you should go through them and like sort out the set 1 to 3 cards. And it's always hard, as you said. You like the Sabe Tarkentown now, and that deck is like almost gonna
like half of the cards are from the first 3 sets.
Deck. And the Tarkentown is a big thing in that deck as well, and that rotates out. So I think if you look at that deck, it's hard to keep the deck and just replace cards. So that's probably better to just take that deck apart and make a new deck with Sabe. Then when the new sets, when we fully know which cards are coming in the next set. Then
same thing with my Yoda Red Force deck, because I mean the leader disappears, so it's also hard to
that's gonna be tough to keep that deck. But then if you have like maybe the Force leaders that came with the Legends of the Force, they actually that could be decks that you maybe shouldn't have to take apart fully, because a lot of cards in those decks are from Legends of the Force, because you need the Force and
the Force spaces are still there.
So they maybe in those cases you could see how many cards are from set 1 to 3, take those out and start to like replace all the 2 costs with new 2 costs and all the 3 costs with new, and like see if you can exchange the events with like similar types of events and such. So that could be a way to start. If you think because I guess for newer players, it can be a lot to like almost feels like starting over when the next set arrives because of rotation. So
I feel like that
could be easier. It's not like when a new set comes, you can still play your deck. And just like maybe switch out a few cards and then take it from there. Here it's a lot more you have to do with the deck. So
for sure.
I think the Legends of Force decks, maybe if you have a pilot deck or two, that could be a deck that doesn't have to change that much either. Actually, because you have to, of course, probably exchange a few of the unit cards in those and events, but the deck will probably like work the same way as it did before.
For sure.
You can probably rebuild those decks.
But I would also
control decks is going to be tough to rebuild.
That's true. A lot of the control cards goes away, or the event cards for sure. But I also think it's a good place to start if you want to start playing Star Wars Unlimited. I think this is a good time to do it because there's a lot of cards going out, and there are not too many cards from Jump to Lightspeed and Legends of the Force to learn, and then the new, and then the what is it called, Secret of Power. Secrets of Power.
Secrets of Power.
So those 3 are you need to learn, and then there's the 4th set coming in. But it was harder if you started with Secret of Power, because then there were like all the sets do you need to learn from the start. So I think and also the game will change a lot. The meta will change a lot because the decks that are really like common now is the Han 2 and the Yoda decks, for instance, and those 2 leaders will disappear. So it's really hard to see what the meta will be from now on. So that I think it's a good time to start.
You actually have a good tip there for preparing for rotation, because that's another thing I was gonna go into. It's like if you have friends that you think could enjoy this game, it is a great time to introduce them to the game when the next set arrives. Because of course you can start right now and maybe then just like introduce them to Legends of the Force and Secrets of Power
and JTL
and JTL, Jump to Lightspeed, of course. Those 3 sets, and then like maybe spotlight decks from those sets, or maybe you do introduce them with like sealed from some of those sets, and or you wait until rotation actually happens, because it's as you said, it's like it becomes a clean slate. So everyone starts over in more or less. So it's a very good time to actually go get into the game if you're interested. So
I think so.
You can try to, if you have friends that you've talked with about the game with before, maybe it's a good time to actually start building up some hype for them to try it out when rotation comes.
Maybe we should have bring a friend on one of our locals.
Yeah, that could be a good thing.
Yeah,
that's a great way to do it. Bring a friend,
and then you bring a deck also for that friend. So you have 2 decks with you, one for the friend and one for yourself, and then you play. So give the friend a good one and yourself the bad one.
Yeah, that's actually a great, a great thing.
Yeah. So what are you going to do with your decks? Like you have your plot Atene, so the new palette Platine, and you have the old one, the one that rotates out. Are you going to keep that deck and try to find a new leader for that, or will you just switch over to the plot Atene? Or
I think I'm gonna do more of a clean slate. I'm gonna take all my decks apart, sort the cards in, and like take away set 1 to 3, of course, and then I'm gonna. I think I've said it before. Like one of the leaders, I'm gonna look at first. Of course, it depends on what more cards we'll see from a lawless time. But I think Thrawn from GTL is a very good leader. Actually playable right now as well.
Yeah.
But I think he because he only cares about when defeated effects, and that's an effect that's in every set of the game. So I think he's a good place to start for me because I enjoy playing him.
Yeah.
Of course, Potpatin I'm going to look at as well, but I've
to upgrade that somehow.
Played him more like a I played him more like a control deck, and it could be tough to play him like that in the future. So maybe it's going to be a different type of deck there.
Yeah. Okay.
Daedra, I think, is one of the leaders from last set I'm going to look at because
I was afraid of that.
We did see a new Super Laser Blast, so we could call it spoiled, the single reactor ignition.
Yeah.
And it's a blue, red, black, defeat all units for each enemy unit defeated this way, deal 1 damage to its controller space.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really nasty card.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
And, I think that Daedra Miro could be a leader who actually might maybe pair her with like a Colossus base, so you have 35 health.
Yeah.
She can draw cards. That's a deck that might be able to go to the late game to play an 8-cost event like that. So
it's
I think that's also something I'm going to look at.
I'm afraid you will, because I think that is one that my soul will leave my body playing against it. It's such a hard.
And of course, I'm going to look at the new leaders from a lawless time as well.
Yeah, of course.
So far, I think it's Jabba and Krennic. Maybe that's caught my eye a bit.
Yeah, Jabba looks
Krennic
really
is
good.
Krennic is somewhat similar to Emperor Palpatine in the way that he has the ability to defeat a unit as Emperor Palpatine had, but he makes a credit token instead of doing damage and drawing a card.
Yeah.
When he deploys, he doesn't steal a unit from your opponent, but he can like make another unit deal damage equal to its power, so he can kill a unit at least. So a bit like Yoda there.
A little
that's
bit
also
like Yoda.
A control-y type of ability. So I think that's a leader I'll take a look at as well. And Jabba feels fun as well. He makes credit tokens, and he can give units
and he's so big when he comes out.
Yeah, ambush is always a good thing to be able to give units. So I think that's the leaders I'm going to look at. So we'll see what we
end up with.
What more we'll get. So is there anything special you're gonna take a look at? I guess Sabe you're gonna
we'll keep on looking at Sabe. I think that deck might be or it needs to be rebuilt quite a lot, but I mean, we talked a little bit about it. I was thinking about if we could do a more control-y Lake of Sabe, but I think, as you said, that she needs to be pretty aggressive. But I am looking into also the pilot decks from JTL. Yeah. So I've been playing a little bit of Luke Skywalker, the pilot Luke, and I think they might become better now when a lot of those removal cards goes away. And also, I'm starting to look a little bit on Wedge Antilles, the one who can play pilot cards for one less, because it's a very fast deck, and I have a feeling that could work now. But also in the new set, Lando Calrissian looks really good. He do stuff with credit tokens, this new mechanic that comes in a lot less time, which could be really good. So he can pay one and make an action, and you can discard a card from your deck, and if it's the aspect you choose, you can create a credit token, and when he deploys, you can defeat a friendly credit token, and if I do that, I get 3 credit tokens. So he can like produce credit tokens and cheat out units faster, I guess.
Yeah.
So
I think you're onto something. I think that's I guess a lot of people is gonna look at the pilot leaders from start of next set. As you said, I think also they can be very powerful.
Yeah,
I haven't had that much fun playing them so far, but I might look at that as well.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I mean, I played both Poe Dameron and Luke Skywalker decks, and I mean they're fairly similar, but I had fun playing with them. But I also they're a little bit scary to play because it's been so easy to take them away, like to defeat upgrades or all the Power the Dark Side and Rivals Fall and so on. And if you deploy Luke Skywalker and they just Rivals Fall him directly, you're done, because your small fighters can't do anything when the bigger units comes out. So but Sabe, maybe some pilot decks, Calrissian from the new set. I'm a little bit. I've seen some cards now coming out that I am a little bit like I'm looking at Padme Amidala. That could be something. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah,
and I mean there is still a lot of leaders left from that we don't know about.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of time. So might maybe you get an. I wouldn't think so, but you never know. You might get a new Ray. You always like the Ray. Ray decks.
I mean, we have 2 Ray.
I don't think actually I shouldn't be a Ray in this set. I think
no. We got one in Legends of the Force. Unfortunately, not as good as I hoped for. But what I hope for is actually a Yoda, because the only Yoda leader we have rotates out now. So, and what is Star Wars without Yoda? I mean. Come on.
Yeah.
So I hope for a Yoda.
We did see a Vader so far, so I guess my guess is at least there's gonna be a Luke as well.
Yeah.
But we'll see if there is a Yoda leader.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I hope for that.
It's gonna be always fun to see what new cards are coming up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think a little bit like you, at like probably a clean slate. I need to take apart my Yoda deck, and I will probably take apart my Sabe deck and start that over. And I will build some new, and I will look what the people who are actually good at building decks build, and we'll see. I'll take it from there. As I said before a number of times, I didn't like the idea of rotation. I didn't like that coming up. I was a little bit nervous from that, and I also there's so many cards I really like from the first sets, so I was nervous for that, and I did like the idea of it. But I am psyched for it now. I really looking forward to like cutting everything apart and starting all over, having a new meta, seeing new cool decks, and it's been such a diverse meta so far. And I think that might be a how the game is constructed, that it makes it fun and easy to make a lot of different decks. Then sometimes you see like now Han 2 is a very, very common, but I still think it's not that common. You still see a lot of different decks coming up and winning PQs and stuff. And I really enjoy that part of the game, that it's it's not one deck all the time.
We really do look forward to rotations. So.
For sure.
Yeah. So if you guys have any other tips and tricks to think about before rotation hits us, please let us know.
Especially also if you have anything like a positive thought about it, because for you who are a little bit more experienced, maybe, because I know I've been talking to a little bit to people who are newer into TCGs, and they really don't like the rotation. They're like, but I got all those cards, but now I can't play them. Why is that?
Yeah.
But I think now when I've been into it a little bit now and thinking about it, I really understand it, why they have a rotation. I'm really looking forward to it. So what do you listeners have any tips or ideas or thoughts for newer players who is thinking about
it would be nice to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we'll wrap it up there. So
let's do it.
We do have a Discord you can join. There is a link in the description. We do put our episodes on YouTube. Check us out there. You can find both me and Marcus as Dragonfly and following in the Swedish and international Discord. And as always, very fun to talk to you all. And thank you for listening. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.